Hello, I'm Ewan Davidson from Godalming Family Mediation. And the next stage would be to try and contact a mediator about having that individual mediation information and assessment meeting, or MIAM for short. And there are lots of different reasons that you might want to have a MIAM. The first could be that you're trying to explore more about the mediation process. And normally, if that's the case, you would meet individually with the mediator. They would spend probably about 45 minutes to an hour with you. They would discuss your options going forwards, including potentially going to a couples counsellor or starting the joint mediation process, possibly contacting the other person, so the ex-partner or your partner who's involved. So lots of different options that could be talked about going forwards. But what's important to understand is that the mediator can be very flexible in their approach to that meeting. So what they should do is really try to understand your situation to make sure that they've asked the proper questions and get a feeling from yourself as to whether you'd like to move forwards with mediation or whether you're considering going down the legal route instead. And hopefully, after spending a good amount of time with you, the mediator will be able to help guide you in the right direction. One of the issues that I find comes up quite a lot during the individual MIAM meeting is a situation where either the client themselves or a solicitor has advised the client that all they're trying to do is to get the court form completed by the mediator to confirm that a MIAM has taken place. What's really important to say there is that there are some situations where it's clear to the mediator or to the client themselves the mediation is not suitable. That could be because there's an urgent issue with child safety, or someone is looking to sort of remove financial assets from the country. That should be clear right from the start, and then the mediator would be able to sign the court form straight away within the meeting. But what I find actually much more often is because the urgent issues would have been identified long before having the MIAM. What takes place much more often is that I've got a client who's saying that they've been advised that they should simply fill in the court form and get a mediator to sign it. But there hasn't been a proper explanation of the mediation process. The benefits of mediation haven't been explored, and the client really doesn't have a proper way to make an informed decision about whether or not to consider mediation properly. So in that scenario, I'll spend a lot of time explaining carefully about the options and saying that it's probably worth considering offering mediation to the other person. Even if you think it's not going to work, or you think the other person's only going to say no, it's amazing how often, once mediation is presented in an open and friendly manner, amazing how often the other person says, actually, that sounds like a very sensible idea. There is no need to go to court. There's no need to spend tens of thousands of pounds on lawyers. It gives them a way out. So to summarise the options, what should happen is you should be offered the individual MIAM meeting, and that's a chance for you to talk over the options and then decide carefully whether or not offering mediation to your other party is also a good way forwards. And if you feel that going down the court route is the alternative option you'd like to pursue, the mediator should cover that carefully, and if appropriate, they can then sign the court form for you. To find out more, please download the free divorce and separation guide from the website. Thank you.